Hey, everybody. I think we are live. Sometimes, we think we're stuck and we get frustrated and angst because we're not getting better answers in our lives. But there's a secret to unlock those answers. And what if I told you you don't need special skills in divination or consultation with a magical oracle to do it? We're going to talk about that in today's program. Welcome to another installment of A Year of Thinking Magically, where we invite you to join us on a thoughtful journey every day toward reclaiming our power and creating a more magical, more healthy, fulfilling, and just abundant life. I'm your host, John Michael Salvato, and I'm going to be with you every weekday. Today is Friday, so this will be the last day this week that I get to share with you just one mind shift that I'm making today in the hopes that it'll inspire you and help you to find a place or an idea or a shift that you can make yourself. And today, as I said, we're going to be talking about how to unlock the answers that you're looking for that might be frustrating you otherwise. More on that when we come back. Oops, didn't time that coffee right. Angela and Joy, good morning to you as well. As I said, today we're going to be talking about tapping into the skillful insights that exist for us. And as we get started, let me just say, tapping into the insights of a person gifted in divination or oracle work, recognized for their psychic gifts, can support us with guidance and support and clarity at times when we're unsure. But whenever somebody comes to me and says that they're frustrated, that they can't seem to find the answers to the things that are troubling them most deeply, my first suggestion doesn't involve my tarot cards or an oracle deck. It doesn't involve psychic readings. Those things have their place, and they usually come later. When there's an energetic block from that's preventing somebody from getting the answers that they seek, the real magic often comes in the form of an inside job. And so my first approach with somebody when they come to me and they say, God, I'm dealing with frustration, and that includes myself, is to suggest that the problem isn't with the answers that you think you're not getting. The problem is with the questions that you're asking. See, when we make a mental shift and stop focusing on the answers and instead focus on asking better questions, clarity is almost always the immediate result. It's not, rocket science. Every psychic already knows this innately. They know that when they're not getting the answers that they're looking for, they just have to change up the questions. And that's why I tell people, those who are not just fronting will never post childish videos boasting on social media about their gifted ability to read energy. They don't need to tell you their gifts because they show you by being the ones who ask better questions rather than issuing absurd proclamations like we see so often, or displaying toxic behaviors like telling somebody what their intention was instead of engaging in a mature adult conversation to seek clarity. And those mature adult conversations, they come from asking questions. But of course, those who do such things don't ask questions because they don't want answers. They'd rather pretend that they have it all together. They'd rather continue to gaslight the world by their grand fraud of how together and woke and skillful they are, rather than actually being of service. But don't let that be you. Recognize that most times the best counsel you can offer somebody is going to come in the form of sincere questions. The best answers you can find to what troubles you is going to come from learning to ask better questions yourself. And the surest way to improve your standing in the world is to increase your value in the community by being someone who asks those questions, who listens, and who tries to offer support to alleviate suffering. And when you find that you can't do it, consider allowing somebody else to help, whether that's a therapist or counselor or other professionals. They can help be that bridge by being the ones who ask the questions that allow whatever it is that's blocking you, whatever it is that's clouding your vision, to be lifted. And when we do that, we allow ourselves to return more fully to where our personal power and our magic has always been, in the present moment. We fill that present moment with gratitude and awareness that we're the ones that are holding the pens that are writing our stories. And we recall that it's us and us alone who can decide that the best really is yet to come. That's what I've got for you today. That's what I'll be working on today. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with my beautiful co-host, Andrea Savar, for the season premiere of Magic, Medicine, and Mysticism, with our special guest this week returning, Nicole Kincaid. Many of you remember seeing Nicole on one of the programs we did when the pandemic started. So here we are a year later, and I'm excited to catch up with Nicole and to talk about some things that I think you're not going to want to miss right here on this same channel. And speaking of sharing our stories, I hope that you guys will be generous enough to share these videos with folks that you think might vibe with them, and to always remember that the best is yet to come. Guys, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you had a fantastic week and an amazing weekend up ahead, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday night. Take care.